Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the best sports show out, Highly Opinionated, episode 56. I'm your co-host, Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, guy to the top right of the screen, best co-host in the game, Randallstown Rec legend himself, Tim. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's good, man? Everything good, man. Slow motion better than no motion. Happy to be here on this Tuesday evening.
Pleasure as always to see you. See each other every week, man. Pleasure is all mine, man. Good to have you this week, man. I'm glad. Good to hear that everything is going good and great with you, man. Hopefully that continues, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, the best guy here on the show, best producer, the best editor, the most important guy here on the show. What's up, Ross? How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you feeling, Josh?
I am good, man. Glad everything is going well with you.
Yes, sir. My boys finally got a win, maybe a season saving win. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm doing good. I can't complain.
We got a great group chat because the Ravens saved their season. I got a text saying the Bears season was just over. So hey, man, you could save the season, or you could lose the season all in one game, man. So yeah, man, congratulations to your Ravens. The way to get that. We won't preview this game in the show, but they have a very, very important game Thursday night at Miami. Lamar Jackson should be returning. You think the Ravens find a way to get 2 wins in a row, Rob?
Oh, I do. I mean, he done showed out. I think every year we played Miami since he been in the league. Like, I don't know if it's because he's from there. He just like showing out there. He just got sorry defense, but yeah, I think we should get this. We getting healthy. Lamar coming back. Our defense already mostly coming back. Or I think most of them already came back, other than Matabike, who out for the year. But I think most of our other key guys are back. So yeah, we should have that.
We will definitely be sure all of us, the 3 of us and all the rest of the football fans will definitely be watching Thursday night Ravens at Miami, 8:15 on Prime. Should be a good game. Hopefully the Ravens can salvage the remainder of their season. I'm gonna give a shout out to Miami. They got a big win Sunday at Atlanta, and they might be able to propel that. Miami could find a way to save their season. So you never know. The one thing about football is crazy. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's an interesting game now because Miami showed me something. I ain't think they had nothing left. I thought Tua checked out a couple weeks ago when he was talking about normally when people start talking about their kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I go home to my family and all that. Normally that mean they checked out, but he flipped it around. You know what I'm saying? They put it on Atlanta. I was shocked. I know Kirk Cousins was quarterback, so you know how that go. But still, like that's an interesting game. I thought I had the Ravens going into that game like convincingly. Now I ain't really. It's interesting. That's all I can say. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, definitely that. Well, we look forward, like I said, look forward to watching the Ravens at Miami Thursday night. Happy that you're good, Ross and Tim. First time all 3 of our teams have won since week 2. The Buccaneers won, the Eagles won, and the Ravens won. So should be a great show this week, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get started on episode 56, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to episode 55 last week. Again, we love the engagement, we love the interaction. We appreciate that. We aim to be a show for the people. So keep the comments coming, keep the engagement coming, keep the engagements coming. We greatly appreciate you guys for that. Ross, let them know where they can follow us on our social medias.
Yes, sir. Y'all can follow us on Instagram at Highly Opinionated __. Follow us on TikTok at Highly Opinionated _SS. Follow us on Twitter or X at Highly O_SS. And of course, y'all already on the YouTube, so make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will comment back.
Yes, we will. We are expanding our platforms. Eventually, we'll be on iTunes, so you guys be able to listen to us on your way there. We're working on that momentarily, but make sure you follow, like, subscribe us on all our social medias. Ross, you are the best, man. Tim, are you ready to get episode 56 started?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Let's start off with college football week 9 recap. Let's start off with the SMU Mustangs and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Wake Forest beat SMU 13-12 on a last-second game-winning field goal. SMU, Kevin Jennings, quarterback, 21-39, 171 yards. He had 1 interception. Chris Johnson Jr., 8 carries, 29 yards. Their leading receiver was R.J. Murray, 2 catches, 51 yards. Wake Forest played 2 quarterbacks. Robbie Ashford, 4 for 10, 33 yards and a touchdown. And he got hurt. Deshaun Purdy came in, 14 of 26, 183 yards, 2 interceptions. Damone Caliburn, 23 carries, 73 yards. Chris Barnes, 5 catches, 66 yards. Tim, your thoughts on that? Your thoughts on Wake Forest beating SMU 13-12?
Well, man, the score actually was a shocker, man. It was actually like a defensive struggle, which I ain't see coming because SMU don't really play too much defense. They got explosive offense. Wake normally play solid defense, but offense normally can score pretty well. So it was shocking to see the game was that low scoring. And I had SMU when I thought Kevin Jennings would be able to throw the ball around, but they got stopped. But shout out to Purdy, man. I watched Purdy. Purdy went to Milford, so I watched Purdy in high school. When he played on his Mills his senior year. He could throw the ball, man. He looked impressive. Shout out to him going in and moving the ball a little bit down the field for Wake Forest. And good win for Wake Forest, man. I wanted that SMU play who this week? It was SMU might see. I wanted that game to mean a little bit more. I mean, they still got some value to it, but if they was a 2-loss team, there'd be a little bit more pressure to me on Miami. But shout out to Wake Forest, man. Good dub.
Yeah, Wake Forest had 17 first downs to 8 by SMU. Wake Forest was 6 of 18 on third down. SMU was 4 of 12. Wake Forest was 1 on 2 on fourth down. SMU was 0 and 1. Wake Forest had 301 total yards, and SMU had 246. I'm going to give a shout out to the Wake Forest kicker, Connor Culver. He was 2 out of 3, but he obviously hit the most important kick, which was the game-winning kick. The score was 12-10. Waning down the last few seconds, and he obviously kicked the game-winning field goal to make it 13-12. As you said, I thought this was going to be more of a high-scoring game, but both defenses showed up and showed out. You can tell by the yardage that it was a defensive type of game. It was a physical. Let's get in your face. Let's see if you can, play with physicality. And I felt both teams did that. So congratulations to Wake Forest for improving to 5-2, and SMU drops to 5-3. The next game we're going to recap is the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Ole Miss defeated Oklahoma 34-26. Trinidad Chambers, Ole Miss quarterback, 24-44, 315 yards, a passing touchdown. He also had 12 carries, 53 yards on the ground. Lacey, 27 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 catches, 17 yards. Winston Watkins, 4 catches, 111 yards. For Oklahoma, John Mateer was 17-31, 223 yards, touchdown pass. He also had 17 yards on the ground, 13 attempts. Xavier Robinson, 9 carries, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Surratt III, 6 catches, 131 yards, and a touchdown. Your thought? You picked Ole Miss. I picked Oklahoma. I got this wrong. You got this right. Your thoughts on Ole Miss beating Oklahoma in Norman?
The game kind of went like I thought it would. I figured if Ole Miss could score 28 or more, they'll win this game just because I don't think Oklahoma could score to that caliber. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a 34-26 game. Oklahoma just moved the ball. They just moved the ball pretty easy for most of the day. Oklahoma, they have a good defense, but I just felt like Ole Miss coming off that loss, whereas though I felt like they was the better team versus Georgia. I felt they kind of gave the game away, but it kind of slipped out their hands last week. I figured they returned back to winning mode this week. So shout out to Ole Miss Lane Clifford, man. Don't leave Kent Lane. Don't go to Florida, man. Stay where you at.
I didn't mention this. Brian Kelly has been fired by LSU, so it's definitely more than one SEC team looking to get him. There's 3 SEC teams that want him. It's only one of them. Ole Miss wants him to stay. Florida wants him, and obviously LSU wants him to be the head coach. Ole Miss is 7-1. Congratulations to Ole Miss improving to 7-1. Oklahoma drops to 6-2. To me, Ole Miss was just a better team watching the game. They had 431 yards. Oklahoma had 359. When Ole Miss gets that type of yardage, they're playing into their hands. Ole Miss wants to play. I call it basketball on grass. They want to play fast plays. They want to get out. They want to run. They want to show the speed that they have, the athleticism that they have. And Oklahoma, I still think Oklahoma has a very good defense, but for whatever reason, they just didn't show up Saturday afternoon. So Congratulations to Oklahoma. I say Oklahoma. Congratulations to Ole Miss on beating Oklahoma. I think Trinidad Chambers, he's not going to win the Heisman, but he should definitely be in the conversation. If Ole Miss keep winning and keep producing, he's played very well. Remember, he didn't start the season. He took over. And again, even in that one loss at Georgia, it wasn't like they lost because of him. He's played relatively well. He hasn't made the big mistake. So, and you remember last year he was playing at Division 3 school with a crowd. It was like 10, 15,000. Now he's playing in 100,000. Now he's playing in 100,000 stadiums, 100,000 people, 100,000 person stadiums. So, Ole Miss, man, usually Lane Kiffin loses a game like this during the season, a game that they feel like they should win, but they don't win. It's on the road. This is the growth in Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. I'm proud of Lane. I'm happy for Lane, and hopefully he can maximize this season and try to get to an SEC championship, try to win the SEC, and try to propel Ole Miss to a national championship. Congratulations to Ole Miss beating Oklahoma 34-26. Last game we're going to recap is Missouri and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt defeated Missouri 17-10 in a defensive showdown. Or I call it, defensive show up. Diego Pavia. All right, that's up now. Diego Pavia was 10 of 19, 129 yards. He did have an interception. He added 20 yards on the ground. He had a touchdown run. Young, the running back, 4 carries, 86 yards and a touchdown. Their lead receiver was Trey Richardson, 4 catches, 62 yards. Missouri was led by Perblini before he got hurt. He actually is out for the season. He was 9 of 14, 68 yards. Quarterback that came in, Matt Zollers, 14 of 23, 138 yards, 1 touchdown. Ahmad Hardy, 20 carries, 97 yards. And Kevin Coleman Jr., 7 catches, 109 yards. Your thoughts on Vanderbilt improving that record to 7-1?
Yeah, man, Vandy just did enough to win the game, man. Like I figured it was going to be low scoring, wasn't going to be too many points. Not, you know what I'm saying? It was just one of them who was going to make the big play. And the running back from Vandy had a long run, which was the game changer, which changed everything. Hardy had a pretty decent day, but he couldn't break nothing free, nothing long. I think his longest run was like 15 yards, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to Vandy. 7? Okay.
17.
Shout out to
17.
17, yeah. 15, 17 yards. So, yeah, he ain't really get it like a burst like Shorty did. I think he had a long touchdown run. I can't remember exactly how long it was. But that was the game changer, man. But shout out to Vandy, man. They made sure it was a reason for them to come down on college game day, come down, get them a win. So, shout out Vandy.
Yeah, Vandy played defense like, hey, man, we don't want y'all coming every 20 years. Y'all can come back this year. Y'all can come back next year if you want to. So, shout out to Clark Lee, the head coach at Vandy. My coach, I work with the best coach in the game, ladies and gentlemen. He was right on it. Young, the running back for Vanderbilt, his longest run was 80 yards, which obviously got them the touchdown. So, Hardy, I thought he was the best. Well, take Diego Pavia out. I thought he was the best offensive player on both teams. They basically somewhat neutralized him. Again, like I said, his longest run was 17 yards. He had 20 carries for 97 yards, so basically had 5 yards a pop, but he had to earn those yards. So shout out to Vandy. Vandy has a big one this week. We'll get into that momentarily, but congratulations to the Vanderbilt Commodores. I never thought I would see a 9 next to Vanderbilt's name, other than in the NCAA tournament that they're the 9 seed and somebody the 8 seed. But in college football, we got to give respect where respect is due. Congratulations to Clark Lee. Congratulations to Vandy on picking up a big home win, 17-10. It's a great week 9 of college football. 10 minutes time to preview week 10 of the college football season. We will start off with the aforementioned Vanderbilt Commodores. The number 9 Vanderbilt Commodores traveled to number 20 Texas to take on the Texas Longhorns. This game is Saturday at 12 p.m. on ABC. Tim, who wins? Vanderbilt or Texas?
So this game, interesting. I heard Arch Manning got a concussion, so he might not play, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know who the backup is. Not gonna lie, I ain't gonna sit here to lie to you. So I'm going with Vandy. I think the defense travels. Like I said, I ain't a big fan of Pavia throwing the ball, but I do think he got some moxie and he know when to make the right plays at the right time. Because I told you how old he was last week. And I think he's going to use his legs, be able to use his legs against the Texas defense, even though Texas play pretty solid defense. But give me Vandy, man. Vandy going to find a way to win this one on the road.
Man, Texas is favored by 2.5. Over under 45.5. Arch Manning is in concussion protocol. He missed practice on Monday. I respect the Vandy pick. You probably are right, but I'm going to take Texas. I think let's hook 'em, baby. I'm going to take Texas at home. I think even if Arch Manning doesn't play, they will be prepared because he hasn't practiced all week. If he does play, it's just feathering the cap. I think they'll really show up and show out. But Texas needs this game if they want to have any chance to make the college football playoff. So I think by being at home, I give the slight advantage to the home team. So give me Texas to beat Vanderbilt Saturday, 12 o'clock on ABC. The next game we're going to preview is the number 23 USC Trojans. They travel to Lincoln, Nebraska to take on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. This game is Saturday at 7:30 on NBC. The USC is favored by 6.5. The over-under is at 59.5. I will start us off. USC is 5-2. Nebraska 6-2. I think Lincoln Riley, Jordan Mailata. I think that'll be good enough to beat Nebraska. I understand Matt Rule needs to, have a signature win this season, but I don't think it'll come at home against USC. I'm gonna take the better team. Give me the USC Trojans to beat Nebraska Saturday night.
Yeah, man, I'm going USC as well. I think Mavia and USC will be a little too much for Nebraska. Raiola, man, he don't never show up in big games when I need him. So I'm going with trusting USC and Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, USC is 5-2, Nebraska 6-2. So whoever can find a way to win this game, they're not the Indiana or Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon class, but that second class right in there with Michigan. USC actually beat Michigan. Michigan beat Nebraska. So I feel like the winner of this game will definitely solidify themselves as second tier in the Big Ten. And second tier in the Big Ten, you have an outside chance of making a college football playoff if things go your way. Upsets happen, chaos happens, certain things happen. So big game in Lincoln, Nebraska, Saturday night, 7:30 on NBC. That game is called by Noah Eagle, Todd Blackledge. So it should be a great game Saturday night on NBC. The last game that we're going to preview this week is the number 17 Cincinnati Bearcats. They travel to Utah to take on the number 24 Utah Utes. This game is Saturday, 10:15 on ESPN. College Game Day, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, will be live from Utah, which is a 6 a.m. start time, West Coast. So Utah fans will be jacked up and ready for this game all day. Tim, who wins, Cincinnati or Utah?
Man, I might actually try to stay up and watch at least till halftime of this game. Both teams real physical. Utah just put a beat down on Colorado. Cincy just told Baylor to pass the sticks. They beat them by 21. So both of them coming up big wins. But I'm gonna go with the upset, man. I'm going Cincinnati, man. Cincinnati gonna come into Utah and get the dub, man. Cincinnati.
Utah is favored by 7.5. The over-under is 15.5. Utah is led by Devin Dampier, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Utah is 3-2 in the Big 12. They're 6-2 overall. Cincinnati is 5-0 in the Big 12, 7-1 overall. They're led by Brendan Sorsby. Their quarterback is 20 touchdowns and only 1 interception on the season. Man, I tossed and turned about this all week. Once I knew we was going to once I knew we was going to preview this game, I am going to take Utah at home slightly. I think Cincinnati will play them tough, but I'm going to take Utah at home. I feel like the home field advantage. Kyle Whittington, the head coach, I feel like he'll be just enough. So give me Utah to beat Cincinnati Saturday, 10:15 on ESPN. Should be a great game. Hopefully you can stay up and watch it, man. It should definitely be a great game, man. So you like Cincinnati, I like Utah. Week 10 of the college football season. Ladies and gentlemen, on your screen, notable games for this week. The number 10 Miami Hurricanes travel to Texas to take on the SMU Mustangs. That game is Saturday at 12 o'clock. Navy, 7-0, travels to take on 7-1 North Texas. That game is Saturday at 12 o'clock. Number 18, Oklahoma travels to number 14, Tennessee, Saturday at 7:30 on ABC. And number 8, Georgia Tech travels to face North Carolina State, Saturday at 7:30. Tim, what game catches your attention for Week 10?
Navy, North Texas. I'm a big triple option fan just because I like how they make you honest on defense. Like you gotta do your assignment every time. Like I love that type of football, especially in college, where as though people be trying to make plays, try to do extra stuff. You can't do nothing extra when you play the triple option. So I'm looking forward to watching Navy, North Texas.
Navy and North Texas.
North Texas could score too, so it should be a definitely entertaining game. So yeah, Navy, North Texas.
This is a mark to me. I put it on there for Noble Games. It's a marquee game because these teams keep winning. They might be that non-power 4 team. I don't want to call them secondary teams, but the non-power 4 schools, they might be that team that represent those teams in the college football playoffs. So not non-group of 4 teams. Thank you. So that's definitely a big game. I like that game. For me, I'm looking at Georgia Tech and North Carolina State. Georgia Tech is favored by 5.5. I think we might see an upset here, man. I don't think nobody's going undefeated. So to me, this is a prime spot for Georgia Tech to lose this game. North Carolina play them tough. They play them hard. I'm actually going to call it. I actually think North Carolina State will win this game. So that's one of the reasons why I'm looking. This is one of the notable games. I just don't, like I said before, I just don't think no team is going undefeated. Somebody's going to lose at some point. You rather lose now than lose in the college football playoff. So, ladies and gentlemen, it should be a great Week 10 of college football. We definitely look forward to watching it, recapping it next week. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our first break here on Highly Opinionated. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is sponsored by Wolves of War. In some of the episodes, you can see my co-host and Ross wearing a brand called Wolves of War. Wolves of War is our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so thankful to have those guys sponsoring Highly Opinionated. Thank you very much. The actual meaning of Wolves of War is that it represents having a strong path behind you through the battles of life. With the right people behind you, you can get through anything. You guys see the link for Wolves of War? Make sure you guys click on the link, shop, great apparels, t-shirts, sweatsuits, whatever you want, they have. Once again, Wolves of War. Make sure you guys go shop. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Highly Opinionated. As you can see, we have a special guest on the screen. This man needs no introduction, but I'm sadly, I have to give him an introduction. A true mentor of mine, a true role model, someone that I call, lean on, not just in this sports thing, but this thing called life. You've heard me talk about Leroy, ladies and gentlemen. He's right here in front of you. One of the greatest people I know, the great Lee Ice. Welcome to Highly Opinionated. Lee Ice, how you doing, sir?
The check is in the mail for that good introduction, bro. Hey, man, I couldn't wait for this, man. I mean that from the heart. I love what you brothers are doing. And so, you know how I roll. I'm going to toast y'all in.
Okay. I hear that. We ain't got no cup.
Let's get it rolling.
I haven't.
I didn't know it was like that.
Let's get the ball.
No, bro. I forgot.
Let's get the ball rolling.
Hey, Tim,
Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. Let's go.
We will definitely touch Jaden Daniels and Baker Mayfield and the Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Obviously, you see my favorite uncle got his Washington Commanders hoodie on. When they win or when they lose, ladies and gentlemen, this is a real fan. Gives it to you raw, gives it to you real. He'll let you know when a guy's not doing his job. Just wait till I ask him about Marshawn Lattimore, Tim. Just wait. You'll hear what I'm talking about. So yeah, man, we are so grateful. A pleasure to have you on the show. Lee Ice, you told me that you had something to let the world know. The floor is yours, brother.
All right.
What's going on with Lee Ice?
For the past month, everybody will wonder, hey, man, where Lee Ice at? What happened to him? Well, I'm here to tell you right now, your boy, your favorite uncle, will be back on the scene with a new show called Unapologetic Sports, featuring your boy. So it's Lee Ice giving it to you raw, giving it to you rugged, I don't have no chains on. I can say whatever I want. I can wear whatever I want. So, Josh, you know how I'm going to bring it.
Well, I know how you're going to bring it. I definitely know how you're going to bring it. Let me be the first one to nationally. Obviously, I wish you publicly or privately congratulations, but let me do it publicly. There is no man that, again, highly opinionated wouldn't be what it is without the experiences I had. And me and you used to do a show together. We might have something cooking up in the future for people coming up in the 2026. We'll see how that goes. But it was a pleasure doing the show with you. It was a pleasure working with you. It was only a matter of time before you spread your wings and you got your own show. And I know you're working with Brian, Flying Brian. I call him the Fly Guy Brian. So congratulations to y'all two. And I look forward to watch you guys every week, just as like you watch me every week and critique, analyze, tell me what I can do better, tell me what I need to improve on. So congratulations to
Thank you,
and
sir.
Brian on Unapologetic Sports Show. That show fits your name. It fits your name. Go ahead, Tim.
So I don't know the situation before, like what sports show you left, but what made you want to do the show by yourself? Like, was it just getting the chains off, or was it just you just want to do your own thing?
I like how you put that, Tim. Getting the chains off, because Josh should tell you I had chains on. So yeah, it was a little bit of all of that, and it was just time to leave. You know, me and Josh used to do a show called All In Sports,
Okay.
and we'll be the first to tell you that show hasn't been the same since Josh left. You know, but I kept it going. I kept it going the best way I knew how. You know, I finally got a guy to ride by my side, the fly guy, as you say, Josh. And through the certain circumstances with certain people, Josh, you know what I'm talking about, it was time to leave. You know, it was time to do me like I want to do me, do my show the way I want to do it, not be told what to say, what not be told, told what to wear, you know, not being interrupted, all of that. So it's me.
Lee Ice, I feel the same way. I'm tired of Tim telling me to wear stuff. I got Wolves of War. I'm tired of Tim telling me to wear what I don't want to wear. I'm tired of it.
Hey man, you just get to a point where you know it's time to leave. You know what I'm saying? I did it in a professional way. I didn't turn into Petty Murphy, although I definitely could do that. And I'm not saying that I won't do it in the future. But I can't make these promises.
Right.
Like, hey, I'm unapologetic, but I don't apologize for shit. So,
Tim, I had a lot of arguments.
I got a lot. Hey, I can say a lot. I can say a lot. I can say a lot, but it's like a sparring match right now. I'm just laying back in the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I'm a Scorpio. You know what they say about Scorpios?
Don't piss them off. Don't piss them off at all.
No, man. Don't get stung.
Right.
We cool. We lay low, we calm. Don't mess with us. Mess with us, you get stung.
So you mentioned All In Sports. We were blessed to do that show together, All In Sports. Again, great time working with you. That was under the Clear Productions umbrella. Will Unapologetic Sports Show be under the Clear Productions umbrella, or will that be under another umbrella?
That's going to be under the Sports Junkies podcast. So I thank them for giving me the opportunity to give me my show, my choice, and to do it like I want to do it. And so shout out to the junkies, the sideline junkies. That's it, the sideline junkies. So shout out to Ben and BJ and KG. You've been on there. You know what they're about.
Yes. Yeah, I actually have been on. I talked to KG, working on getting him on. So great move for you. Great move for Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. Great move for great people. Great move. Like I said, congratulations. I'm happy for you. I will ask one question before I let Tim get the final questions on the show. My last question to you is, well, I actually have two questions. One, obviously, Vulgar Hill was the man up at Clear Productions. We both obviously know that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that there will come a day that you and him could ever do a reunion show with each other? Maybe just one episode with each other?
That's a possibility. It won't be me reaching out. Better believe that. So
Got you. Okay. And my second question is, what will be the difference? Give me some of the differences from what we saw in All In Sports to what we will see on Unapologetic Sports Show.
well, you're going to see Lee Ice at his rawest, and like I said, nobody's going to tell me what I can and cannot say. Nobody's going to tell me what I can and cannot talk about. Nobody's going to tell me how to say it. Okay, you might hear a couple F-bombs and some stuff like that. So, but like Tim said, the chains are off now. So you're going to get the best of Lee Ice. You're going to get the best subjects to talk about. You're going to get the best guests like yourself and Tim. Y'all can come on anytime you want, and
Appreciate that.
come on my show and you can debate with me, and I can barbecue both y'all ass. So yeah, it's trust me, you're
we're not
gonna
gonna
like
let this outsider come in.
The viewers are gonna love it. They're gonna love it because it's real. It's not fake. I ain't got nobody going to interrupt me or telling me in my ear, you can't say that. This is long overdue. You know it is, Josh.
I know. I'll make this comment, and Tim, I'll give you the last question. When I left Clear Productions, because I was with Clear Productions, I left and I ventured out to do my own thing. I caught a lot of hate from some of the Clear Production people. You found me? So saying, they didn't want to, this person should hate this person, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm all about love. I'm all about winning. Tim knows this. Lee Ice, both of you guys know this because you guys do a show with me. We can have a heated debate, and soon that topic is over, I moved on. Like, hey, bro, it's all love. I love you, Tim. What can I do to boost Wolves of War, Lee Ice? What can I do to boost Unapologetic Sports Show? Like, everybody can win. And that's what I want. That's what this show represents. Like, everybody can win. Like, some people get offended when you have other people on that has a show. Or some people be like, well, why are you allowing someone to unveil their show on your show? Cream rises to the top. I know what Highly Opinionated is, just like I know what Unapologetic Sports Show going to be. The best. The top of the line, the best. Because like you said, you're going to be real, you're going to be raw, you're going to be authentic, and it's going to be you. So I know what you're capable of doing. I've seen it on a every week basis when we were working together. We worked together for 2 years. So
and you hear it every week.
For 2 years, right, Lee?
Yeah, you hear it every week when we talk. So
yeah. When we talk, yeah. So, but so for me, I'm just extremely happy for you, extremely grateful for you, and any way I can help Unapologetic Sports Show be the best show it can be, I'm there to help. Whenever you need me as a guest, I'm there. Go ahead, Tim.
No doubt.
So,
go ahead.
I'll ask this question for what's your favorite, like, not like outside, like what sports show do you watch other than like the ones, local ones, like on TV? What would Leah's watch? Who would give you like a real feel watching them, if anybody?
Josh and Tim, Highly Opinionated.
Salute, I appreciate it.
That's a great plug. Yeah,
I gotta watch my little bros. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch y'all, even though I disagree with some of the shit y'all say. Of
course,
but y'all bring it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Y'all bring it. You put them in this place. But I watch.
What? I'm confused. I'm lost.
What?
Who plays? Who plays?
He be putting you in your place sometimes. You know it.
Okay.
Hey, Lee, hey, Uncle Lee. I feel like I be winning a lot of times too. I just,
Okay.
I watch. I watch them all get up first take when when Skip and Shannon undisputed, that was good. Right? I mean, first take is I'm kind of getting
Sick of that one.
not getting sick of Stephen A, but he's wearing on me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
He's wearing on me. But yeah, I still watch it though. You know what I'm saying? I just think shows like ours can bring more of the fan, more of the realness to us. No fake shit. You know what I mean? We're not getting paid to promote a certain player or a certain team. You know what I mean? Or a certain owner. We're gonna talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. You know, we need more shows like this.
I agree. No, I definitely agree. My favorite one. My fault, JB. My favorite one personally is the Coach JB show. I don't know if y'all watched that one. I like him because him and Big Smitty, they real and authentic. Like you might not agree with a lot of stuff, but he knows football, so it's very entertaining. It's one of the only shows I watch, and it's 3 hours long. Like it's entertaining from start to finish. So if y'all don't watch Coach JB, check Coach JB out. I think y'all enjoy it as well. He kind of like you, Uncle Lee, real authentic. Say what he want, how he feel. He don't care. He tell you to play calling. He say whatever he want. Like he a different breed. Like I ain't never seen nobody talk like that on the show.
Yeah, Coach JB show, Big Smitty, like you said, Donnell Smith used to work at Fox. He was actually on the Speak show. Then obviously got when that show ended, he worked solely with JB, Coach JB. But yeah, that's a great show, Tim. Great show, and Lee Ice, you definitely mentioned some great shows as well. Again, before we get to the football talk, I just want to give you one more plug, ladies and gentlemen. Unapologetic Sports show is coming out very soon, hosted by my great uncle Lee Ice and Fly Guy Brian. Make sure you guys check it out. We will definitely do some promoting to help people know where to find it at when you unveil the show. So we are looking forward to that. I can't wait to watch the first episode. I can't wait to come on and spar against you. In the meantime, I don't have to wait till you create your own show to spar with you. I can spar with you here on Highly Opinionated. So, ladies and gentlemen, Lee Ice is a Commanders fan. Tim is an Eagles fan. I'm a Tampa Bay fan. So we're all in the same conference. So, I'll start. You know how I feel about your Commanders going into the season. I didn't think they would make the playoffs this year. They currently sit at 3-5. So my question to you is, if you guys get JD5, Jaden Daniels back, do you guys think you can sneak in, get the 7th seed, make the playoffs?
If JD5 comes back healthy, all right, y'all listen to what I'm saying. JD5 comes back healthy, we will win our next 6 games. If you look at our schedule, we basically have 4 or 5 home games in a row because that game that's over there, where we playing at, in Spain or something? That's going to be a home game.
Miami.
Ain't nobody coming to see no damn Miami Dolphins. So they coming to see us. They coming to see JD5. We got 2 home games. We play that game, and then we got 2 home games coming back. So that's like 5 home games in a row. After that, we play the Giants. The Giants, they becoming the Giants again, As long as they got that dumbass coach on the sideline, they ain't gonna do nothing. So Scatterboo, I like him. He got hurt. Yeah, whatever. He man, what's something wrong with that bro, man? As long as he on that sideline, Giants ain't doing shit. So by the time we get to him, he might be gone by then. Their energy is gone now. Scatterboo got hurt. That was their energy.
Might be.
So that's why I said we're gonna win 6 in a row. If JD5 is
6 in a row.
Yeah.
If JD5 is the quarterback. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to put these games
October 28th, so October 28th, 7/21, Lee Ice said the Commanders will win their next 6 in a row if JD5 is the quarterback.
If JD5 is the quarterback. I just want to give the opponents they play Seattle at home. They play Detroit at home. They play Miami across the country. Get that. Bye week 12. They play Denver at home Sunday night. Then they go to Minnesota.
That's the Art Month celebration. Go ahead.
And then they play at Giants week 15. Week 15.
It.
And then you guys close out week 16 versus the Eagles, versus the Cowboys, and then y'all play the last game at the Eagles. So if JD5 comes back, you think that your guys can make, you think that he can lead you to the playoffs?
Put it this way, we're going 11-6. How about that?
11-6.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim. I got to write this down. Go ahead.
11-6. Okay. What at the trade, since the trade deadline is approaching, who would you like Washington to either get, or what unit of the ball would you want to fix the most?
I would love for them to get a veteran wide receiver or a defensive end.
Okay.
You know, that's what they need the most. So, and unfortunately, they need to sit Bobby Wagner's ass down. He's about as old as me, and it looked like it right now. So, I mean, Bobby, it's been great. You got a Hall of Fame career, but you need to sit your old ass down, man. Because all you got to do is put him in and put a running back out, you know, and passing, and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. So maybe he'll wise up and look at the film and realize he can't run anymore, and he'll tell the young bucks to get in there.
So you mentioned earlier that Tim beat me a lot of debates. I just thought that was hilarious. I just wanted to say it again. So you mentioned that. All joking aside, you mentioned that you disagree with me and Tim on some things. So you have the floor. What do you disagree with? You can pick me first, Tim first, doesn't matter. We'll go back and forth.
First of all, I disagree on what y'all think about y'all quarterbacks. First, let me say both of them are good quarterbacks. They are very good quarterbacks. But the way y'all got them ranked, bro, I mean, come on, man. Baker Mayfield, he's having his best year this year, but can he finish it? And I told you, he's not going to get judged what he done in the regular season this year. What are you going to do in the playoffs, man? My guy went to his place and won this game. And Tim, Jalen Hurts, where you got him ranked?
2.
2 where?
Number 2.
2
Number
where?
2 is shit.
Hey, see, so if you watch that whole episode, right? I started off with a quote from Jamie Foxx from Any Given Sunday. When he was talking to the coach, he said, "Winning is the only thing I respect."
Really beaming.
So when I rank my quarterbacks, I go off winning, right? So you might think he not the best thrower, whatever you think about Jake Hurts, but I just know he know how to win games, and I just value that more than stats to me. Like just for me. So I get it. It might be some guys that could throw a little better, do a little bit more cute stuff, run around the pocket, throw it and all that. But I just know the kid that don't make no facial expressions, we gonna win the game. So that's all I care about. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I get it. There's other guys that do more, but
all joking aside, you got him number 2 in the whole NFL.
Yeah.
Who you got number 1? Pat? You got Pat number 1, 15?
No, I got Josh Allen. I think me personally, Pat. See, I think Pat on the decline, and y'all just ain't seeing it yet. Like y'all don't be.
You watched the game last night?
Yeah, he had 2 interceptions. Like, all right. Concept wise, let's talk a little football, right? Like, look at it's a lot of screen, short, quick out passes. Like they not like he ain't been the same since Hill left. Like they ain't been that scary since Hill left. Like he been good, but
I mean, you're right. They just went to 3 straight Super Bowls. Right.
No, which is a great point, and I ain't knocking that. But I'm saying they don't have that scare factor. Like, all right, you got the Chiefs, but like we could beat them. Like they losing. Don't get me wrong, team still losing to them, but it ain't the Chiefs though. Like oh, we got to worry about him. We got to worry. It's like all right, like I'm not scared of Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. Like I'm not scared. Like be physical with them. All they receivers is 110 pounds. Like ain't nobody. We ain't work. Not be physical with them. Y'all be all right. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not. I ain't so like Washington. I felt like y'all gave the game away to me last night. I felt like y'all had some silly plays. Debo hit the ball, face mask, interception. Like I feel like if y'all get a lead, Kansas City looked good to you last night.
No, Pat Mahomes looked good, especially out the pocket. Out the pocket, yeah.
Exactly. That's my point. Keep him in the pocket. He's regular. That's what I'm saying. Keep him in the pocket. He's regular. That's what I'm saying. All them highlight backyard plays, he one of the best to ever do it. He get out the pocket, he throw it from behind his back, looking that way, he throw that way. I get it. Keep him in the pocket, you win the game. That's what the Eagles did to him.
And you actually think Jalen Hurts is better than him, right?
No.
You got number 2.
I think he's a better winner. Like I told you, winning what I respect. I think he's a better winner.
Huh?
I think he's a better winner. I think
Jalen Hurts. What's this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this Hurts 6 year, right?
Yeah, 6.
And he's been to 2 Super Bowls, right?
2.
And how many Super Bowls did Pat Mahomes go to in his first 6 years?
How many you go to? Remind me. 4. What is 4?
Yeah, I mean 4 is more than 2, right?
All right. No, it's more than 2, right? Well, his coach was Andy Reid. Like, so I really think they're good because of Andy Reid, not Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. Now,
like, I think
let me get back to number 2. Him being number 2 in your eyes. Okay. Yeah. Where is he ranked on your team as far as who's the best player on your team?
Who's the best player on the team?
Yeah.
I feel like the quarterback got the most responsibility, so he got to be the
best. Who's the best? No, who's the best player?
Okay, best player. Okay, I go Saquon.
Who's the second best?
I go AJ Brown.
Who's the third best?
I mean, the quarterback got to be what I got to throw you the ball. That's always my argument. Like you can, so this is always my flip side of the argument. If I put Tony Banks back there, the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl. If I put it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's interchangeable. The quarterback, I got to throw you the ball. You got to catch the ball. So who more important, the person that throw the ball or the person that catch the ball?
Let me ask you a question. So we already went down to number 3. So we both know Jalen Carter is better at his job than Jalen Hurts.
Better?
So he at best is the 4th best player on his team, but you got him the 2nd best quarterback in the league. Let me ask you this: put Jalen Hurts on the Commanders last year. Do the Commanders go to the NFC Championship?
I think they do. I think what Daniels so okay, so you talking about like I said, y'all and I gave y'all credit last year because JD was killing y'all with y'all schedule. Y'all was a Hail Mary away from being a regular team, right? So I think
no, don't say it now. Don't say it now. Don't say it now, player. I've been telling you that they was weak sauce.
I never disagree with that. I never
we lost 3 games after that Hail Mary.
No, I agree, right? And who was I'm just saying, I think y'all discredit him for having good teams. Like, I never heard nobody discredit Peyton Manning, none of them. But some kind of way, just because your team good now, you can't play football.
Come on, Brady.
Does anybody have better weapons or better offense surrounding cast than Jalen Hurts in the league?
Okay, that's a great question. Does anybody have a new offensive coordinator every year other than Jalen Hurts?
I mean, you give me A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and fucking Saquon. I mean, come on. I can call plays for them.
But you watch the games. You see how that offense be clicking in the beginning. They be stalling. You see the games. You know that play calling don't be consistent. Come on now. We be struggling. We just started scoring points 2 weeks ago.
So where you put my guy?
I had him top 5. I had him at 5.
Okay, all right, that's good. Where you put his guy?
I had him at 9, like 9. Like 9. I'm with you with him because he, like, I'm not saying he didn't play bad. He ain't play bad versus y'all, but he got to win that game to me. Like the Bucks got to beat. They got to beat Washington. Like it's just
he has to find a way to win a playoff game at home.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like he ain't played bad or nothing, but he got to win that game.
Well, Nephew's looking good with his predictions so far, which was still kind of far-fetched. Buccaneers going to the Super Bowl. They might get the home field advantage.
Who they beat?
Hmm?
Who they beat?
What, for the home field advantage?
Who the Bucks beat for you to say they look good?
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because I was told my team wasn't good because we didn't beat nobody last year with a winning record.
Same
And we only
argument,
beat y'all. We only beat y'all because your quarterback got hurt.
same
So
argument, right?
let's ask Josh, who has his team beat this year?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, they didn't piss me off, so I had to take the glasses off because now they want to act dumb. I could have sworn Baker Mayfield went to Seattle and beat a guy that y'all both got respect for, right? Y'all both got respect for Sam Darnold. Went on the road and beat Seattle. Beat them, right? They got a winning record. I think Seattle 5-2, 6-2. Cool. After that, they played San Francisco. Now, I get they had that backup quarterback, but the same backup quarterback beat the Rams, who some of y'all are Howard. Y'all respect the Rams, right? Tampa Bay beat them. Yeah, they lost against the Lions, and they lost against the Eagles, of course. They lost against the Eagles, lost against the Lions. That's their 2 losses. Tampa Bay played the Patriots coming out the bye. They played the Rams coming out the bye. They played the Bills coming out the bye.
So
we're gonna find out about Tampa Bay.
You're really bragging about beating.
But they had
Seattle.
You're really bragging about beating.
I'm bragging
about beating Sam Darnold.
I'm bragging about.
You really bragging about beating Sam Darnold in Seattle. Okay. I mean, you got it right now. Like I said,
Sam Darnold playing like this year.
What was you saying about Sam Darnold last year, Josh?
Sam Darnold playing like a top 10 quarterback this year.
What was you saying about him last year?
That I didn't think Minnesota should have paid him, and I was wrong. That
what
he
was
going to fold, and he folded. But that ain't last year. That's this year. He ain't folded this year. What else? What else? No, he wasn't a top. In my opinion, he wasn't a top 10 quarterback last year. He's a top 10 quarterback this year. He balling out.
Is he a top 10?
So I don't think they're gonna win that division, but I think Seattle gonna make the playoff. Yeah, I don't think Seattle gonna win that division, but I think he's gonna make the playoff. My point about the Commanders last year was this: they beat one winning team, and that team lost their quarterback. Well, let me say they beat 2 winning teams. They beat Cincinnati, who had a struggling defense, and they beat the Eagles when Jalen Hurts got knocked out of the game. Tampa Bay beat Seattle, and they beat San Francisco. I get San Francisco had that backup, but they still beat a quality team. Again, they got 3 more bites at the apple to play against a good team. I expect them to at least beat one of those teams. They might beat 2 of those teams, but definitely one between New England, Buffalo, and the Rams. So, yeah, to me, Tampa Bay's situation is different than Washington's situation. Washington had a last place schedule. Tampa Bay ain't got no last place schedule. They have a first place schedule. They won the division 4 years in a row.
Yeah, you're right. They play in that tough ass division, boy. You got Atlanta twice and New Orleans twice. Yeah. I mean, damn, right. And Carolina. Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a division there, man. God damn.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, bro. The NFC East is such a gauntlet. They got the Giants who about to fire their next coach, the one they just hired a couple years ago. They got the Cowboys. Last time I checked, hold on, the Broncos just scored another touchdown. Like, bro, stop. Like, I get it. Yeah, y'all got the Eagles.
Dallas does have the number one. Dallas does have the number 1 offense. They do have the number 1 offense.
That's great. And just like Cincinnati, their ass gonna be sitting at home because they got the number 32 ranked defense. So that number 1 offense don't mean nothing.
I mean, the South don't compare to the East, though. The South is terrible.
No, I know that. I get that. I understand it. I'm not making it seem like the South is the best division. But don't come up here and make it roses like the NFC East is something gauntlet. Bro, they got one good team in that division. One. The rest of them teams are middle of the pack.
Like I said, it's hard to say Washington ain't good if the quarterback missed 4 games. Like I can't.
No. Actually, it's not because I said that for the season start that they was going to not make the playoffs and they was going to regress.
But so, bro, y'all got the quarterback. That's great. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, it's one good team in the NFC East, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. Cool, y'all can hold on to that. That's great. So my point is that don't come and make it seem like the NFC East is just as hard division. The NFC West and the NFC North is better than the NFC East. So come on.
I got a question. Did the last place team in the South beat the first place team in the South?
Why would the Saints beat the No.
Why would the Giants beat? Why would the Giants beat the Eagles?
Yeah.
Why would the Giants beat the Eagles?
That's more about the Eagles. That's more about the Eagles in their sloppy start than what it was about the Giants. What happened on Sunday when they played?
The Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champs. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they beat them. Bro, Eagles were sleepwalking during that game. They was learning their offense. They finally got their offense together. Their offense is we're gonna run the ball. We'll play our offense off of that. But what I'm saying is that listen, the NFC East is better than the South. I'm not standing up there braving out for the South, but the NFC East has one team that needs to be reckoned with. That's the Philadelphia Eagles. The same in the NFC South. One team, the Bucs. The rest of them teams, man, they nice teams. They solid teams. They good. Hey, they parade.
Washington quarterback is hurt. Can we not forget that? Like, we just downplaying.
Okay.
I mean, I know your
prediction. I'm not downplaying. I told you this before the season started. But okay, I got you. You right though. You right though.
Because you predicted Jaden Daniels to get hurt.
You predicted that.
No, I predicted that. No. I don't predict injuries. I predict the team was going to be bad.
That's why
you ask the Commanders,
why are the Commanders 3-5?
Yeah, wow.
Jaden Daniels being injured has nothing to do with that, right?
Yes, it got something to do with it. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let me talk to y'all for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can get my solo cam, let me get my solo cam. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Daniels is the starting quarterback. If you don't have the starting quarterback, you don't have a great chance of winning the game. Obviously, we understand that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to talk to y'all like y'all dumb, but I do my actual research going into the season. That whack-ass defense that they had last year, they brought all them guys back and thought they was going to be better. They weren't. They had, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, they had a last place schedule. They don't have that this year. So you're playing better opponents. So your defense is going to get exposed. Now, Lee Ice, I gave you 2 reasons why I didn't think they were going to win. Lee Ice, what's the biggest problem with the Washington Commanders?
The same as last year. Their defense. They don't have a defense. We don't have a defense.
So for me,
covers all of that. He covers all of that.
I know.
Exactly.
I get that.
He covers all of that.
Yes, I understand that. But he wasn't going to be able to cover it this year. He can't cover it. He's
not on the field. He can't cover it. He's not on the field.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know that.
That's great. When they were on the field, they had a losing record with them. They were 500 with them. So my point is that they might be 1-1 or 1-2. My point is, bro, at 1-2, you said the Bears season was over. I get it though. I got you. My point is, at the end of the day, the Commanders to me.
Right.
I watch football too. I watch football too. Watching football last season, I did not think the Commanders were going to be a good defense. That's why I said that they weren't going to make the play.
And what I say about the Bears,
I was hyping them.
Oh no, you got overreacted off week 1, and they just lost to Baltimore and Snoop Huntley. And I told you they needed that game. And watch what the Bears do. Like I told you, week 1.
So hold up, Josh. So
yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the Bears.
So
do.
I'm not
gonna say somebody's season. No, that's ridiculous. Go ahead.
You still think the Cowboys? Do you still think
Washington got a better chance than the Bears?
The Washington got a better chance of making the playoffs right now than the Bears?
Yes, they do.
If Jaden Daniels plays.
Yeah. Okay, let me be technical because he think I'm talking about Mariota. If Jaden Daniels play, they have a better chance.
No, I know you're talking about Jaden Daniels. You know you're talking about Mariota. At least, well,
you can't win with a quarterback with painted fingers. I'm telling y'all that now. They ain't gonna win no games with a quarterback.
You gotta get over that. We gotta get over that.
I can't. That's not a man. You need a man to run the team.
Yes, you can. No. I'm telling you. You can get over a lot of stuff, though, if you just choose to get over simple stuff. So again, like I said, we gotta get over that, bro. I was with you. I was with you about
the Bears just lost to the Ravens, bro. To the backup quarterback. And you telling me the Bears got a better chance than
lost to the Bengals with a backup quarterback.
The Steelers defense, well, they scored points. What did Caleb Williams do?
He struggled. I will say that he struggled.
He struggles a lot. Even look who they beat.
Okay. Hey, bro, listen. I'm not championing the Bears. I'm just saying I don't think it's safe to say someone's season is over. I'm gonna let them play out, and then we can comment. I get your point. You think the Bears?
Watching football, I'm telling you, that season's over. And if you look at the schedule, it's over. Bro, I'm telling you, it's over. There's no coming back. You could be 100% right. And if you are, I will come on this show and say, I love my brother. He was right. You need to listen to him more. I got you. I just don't feel that way yet. That's all I'm saying. I will give you this though. Wasn't a good look to lose to the Ravens without Lamar Jackson. You got that. That's 100% fact. You got that. I'm just not ready to close the door on them yet. Crazier things have happened in the NFL. Go ahead,
I don't know. I'm enjoying y'all go back and forth.
All right, so let me
I got
touch
one more
Baker
question.
Mayfield
One
real
more
quick.
question. Just one more. Just one
Well,
more.
let me
So go ahead.
let me go. No, okay, I was gonna say this. Let me just touch Baker Mayfield real quick. I had him as the ninth best quarterback. I don't think he was a top 5 quarterback. Tim, I've done a show with you for 2 years now. I've never told you that. Me and you was betting. I shouldn't say this on camera. FBI, don't come after me. But me and Tim was betting before we did the show, and we not. I never.
I do not gamble.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know probes and nothing.
Hey Tim.
Yeah,
Hey Tim, I think I see a light flashing. I think I see a light flashing in my house.
For entertainment purposes.
Yeah, this is all props.
All props. Not better yet, no props, no player props. We good on that. But Tim, you know, I've never said Baker was a top 5 quarterback. I just think he's a top 10 quarterback, and you guys are right. Got to prove it in the playoffs, and yeah, you should have beat a rookie in a playoff game. So I'll give y'all that. Y'all, I got to own that as a Baker Mayfield fan.
And you still got him over Jaden Daniels. I just don't understand.
Yes, because Jaden Daniels played 1 year. Jaden Daniels keeps playing.
Yeah, and how many years? How many years Baker played?
What is it, 6, 7 years?
And he still ain't accomplished what Jaden accomplished.
And that's why I say winning is all I respect, because the fact that he came in 1 year and got as many playoffs as some of these vets that we talk about, MVPs and all that, you gotta respect it.
And that's great. He did something that Baker Mayfield couldn't do, get to a conference championship. That's fine. I own that. I can't run from that. He has done that. Jaden Daniels hasn't. Jaden Daniels has. Baker Mayfield hasn't. I own that. What was the question that you wanted to ask?
Are the Cowboys still gonna have a better record than my Commanders?
Hell yeah, of course. Of course. That tie helped them. They're gonna be 7-8-1. And y'all gonna be 7-9, 7-10. And I'm coming on the show and I'm like, I told y'all the Cowboys gonna have a better record than the Commanders. I really am. They're gonna have a better record. That tie helped them out.
It's gonna help them, all right.
That tie.
Tie ass up.
Well, hey, you can get your revenge next time when Washington come to Dallas in a couple of weeks. You can get your revenge because Dallas has to come to
gonna happen. Best believe it's gonna happen. That ass will get whipped on Christmas Day.
I'm looking forward to that. That should be on Netflix, right? It's a Netflix game. I'm looking forward to that. Under the Christmas tree, see JD5 beat the Cowboys. That should be a good Christmas gift.
Mark it down.
Lee Ice. Noted. Wrote it down. Lee Ice, I love you. It's a pleasure having you on the show. You are the best. We are looking forward to the debut of Unapologetic Sports Show. Can't wait to see him, Bill. Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, both of y'all definitely coming on.
And we are so grateful to have you come on.
Both of y'all definitely coming on. I'm gonna have the deep fry, the barbecue, and the air fry out for y'all.
Definitely be ready.
Hey
for that.
man,
We will be ready.
Thanks for having me, man. I love what y'all do, man. Keep up the good work, nephew. I love you. You know that we tell each other every week. Tim, I finally got a chance to chop it up with you.
I love you.
It's the first, won't be the last.
Definitely.
You know, sometimes it hurts, but hey y'all, thank y'all. Hey, Ross is definitely the best at the business, bro.
No, definitely. Hey, quick question, Lee Ice. What would Jalen? Because I asked everybody this, right? What would Jalen Hurts have to prove to y'all for y'all to rank him highly? Because somebody told me he can't really do nothing because of his team. And I'm
that performance he had on Sunday. I went on Facebook. I said I gotta give Jalen his flowers.
Okay.
He has to do that 2, 3, 4 games in a row. Put a team on your back multiple games in a row. You know.
So is that
where the team could be like, huh?
Is it 2 in a row? Because the week before he had the perfect passing rating.
Okay.
Beat Minnesota.
Okay.
I don't know how y'all feel about Minnesota, but I'm just saying.
No. It's 2 in a row. It's 2 in a row. But don't come back next week and throw for 150 and an interception and lose the game. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I respect Jalen Hurts.
Lazy.
It's just that my thing is you can't be a top 5 quarterback if you the fourth or fifth best player on your team. That's all.
But okay, I don't think many quarterbacks on that team would be the best player, other than one.
Who?
Other than Josh Allen, like other than him, I don't think Burrow's too injured for me. Like I like Burrow, but he don't play enough. Pat, like I told y'all how I felt. Pat, all that design, all that off script stuff, and that ain't really that.
Pat can still beat you in the pocket.
He can, but that's his deficiency, right? So, like, if you notice when they lose, like most of his plays last night, he beat y'all going out of the pocket, right? That's what I'm saying. So, like, if we cut that away, like in the playoffs, like most of these teams don't do it, right? Because I don't know what they be doing. But if you could make him stay in that pocket, you got a better chance of winning.
But they say the same about your man.
What, stay in the pocket? He actually throw in the pocket though. I don't like when he roll out. He not really that good to me when he roll out. Like personally, if he throw the ball out of bounds, he don't me like from what I watch, he ain't good to me. Like he got some off script plays, but it ain't a lot. I think he one of them back foot throw. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta be like timing. Like if it's longer than the regular play count, I don't like our chances. Like I think he's gonna take a sack because that's most of the time he take bad sacks to me.
Okay. All right, fellas, man. Have me back again, man.
Definitely.
Hey, Lee Ice, we will definitely have you back on the show soon, man. It was a privilege and an honor to have you back on. I love you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you watch out for the debut of the Unapologetic Sports Show.
Unapologetic Sports coming, y'all. November. Telling you.
We can't wait for it to debut. We can't wait to be guests on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Highly Opinionated. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is brought to you by Edibly Airy. Enjoy the heightened experience of THC edibles in a whole new way. At Edibly Airy, our freeze-dry edibles available in 100 milligram, 200 milligram, 300 milligram, 400 milligram will give you the buzz you crave with a flavor you won't forget. Available in 3 different flavors: watermelon sunset, tropical fruit, and berry. To place orders, please visit the website at ediblyairy.com. While you're there at ediblyairy.com, use a promotion code. You guys see the promotion code on the screen. $ Highly Airy, $. Again, $ Highly Airy, $ for 20% off your first purchase. Follow us on IG at Edibly Airy for new product releases and monthly hookups. Must be 21 and over to purchase. Edibly Airy, the best freeze-dry edibles out. Go shop. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Highly Opinionated. Tim, Week 8 NFL recap. I start off with the Buffalo Bills demolition of the Carolina Panthers. The Bills beat the Panthers 40-9. Josh Allen, 12 of 19, 163 yards, 1 touchdown. James Cook, 19 carries, 216 yards, 2 touchdowns. Their leading receiver, Khalil Shakur, 6 catches, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. For the Panthers, they were led by Andy Dalton, 16 of 24, 175 yards, 1 interception. Rico Dow and Chua Hubbard was in check. Rico Dow, 8 carries, 54 yards. Chua Hubbard, 12 carries, 34 yards, and a touchdown. And the Panthers' leading receiver was McMillan, 7 catches, 99 yards. Your thoughts on the Buffalo Bills improving their record to 5-2 and dropping the Carolina Panthers to 4-4?
Yeah, man, I think this is where the Bills start to create some separation in the AFC. Like they're gonna start with the Panthers and just keep it selling. I felt like the 2 losses, they had 2 back-to-back losses. Atlanta wasn't. The Patriots game, I felt like they had more of a chance than the Atlanta game. Atlanta kind of moved it a little easy. Defense was dominating, sacking Allen all night. But I figured after the bye week they get back on track. But I think you're about to start seeing some separation with the Bills compared to the rest of the AFC teams. And that's how you play football, man. Team ain't on your level, backup quarterback, man. Go in there and get that game done with early, man. So shout out to Bills.
Yes. It was never a doubt. Buffalo, as you said, brother, was the best team. They dominated from start to finish. there's a reason why the Bills are who they are and the Panthers are where they are. I agree. I agree with you to an extent. I think we start seeing separation with the Bills as far as in the AFC East. I think that. I mean, I don't think think they're one of the two best teams in the AFC. So I think the separation will start coming with them in New England. I think New England has a couple tough games coming up. So I like what I saw from Buffalo. I will say this. Obviously, we'll get to that big game against the Chiefs coming up this week. Buffalo needs to make a trade. They need to improve that defense. To me, they still have problems with stopping the run. They need to improve that rush defense, and they lost their best run stop, in my opinion, with Ed Ollie towards triceps. So for me, they need to make a trade. Whether they beat the Chiefs or they don't. To me, if they win that game and they don't make no trades, that's false hope. They need to make a trade to improve that roster. You have a top, whatever you think Josh Allen is, you have a top 2-3 quarterback. Put the weapons around them. Doesn't have to be all offense, it can be defense as well, and improve the team. Because their run defense, if they don't improve that will get them beat. So didn't get them beat against Carolina. But Carolina's not one of the best teams they're going to have to go through in the playoffs. So improve that run defense, make a trade to improve that run defense. And I think Buffalo could be right where you had them at the beginning of the season, right in Santa Clara, the last game of the season in the Super Bowl. So congratulations to the Bills improving to 5-2 and the Panthers dropping to 4-4. The next game that we're going to recap is the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos beat the Dallas Cowboys 44-24. Dak Prescott 19-31, 188 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Javonte Williams 13 carries, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cowboys leading receiver George Pickens 7 catches, 78 yards. CD Lamb 7 catches, 74 yards. The Denver Broncos led by Bo Nix 19-29, 247 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. J.K. Dobbins, 15 carries, 111 yards. R.J. Harvey added 7 carries, 46 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Troy Franklin, 6 catches, 89 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I'll start us off in the recap. We both picked the Broncos. The Cowboys have a world-class offense and have a piss-poor defense. So whenever they play against a good team, we know that team is going to get their numbers. We know it. Look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson kept his job 1 week because he played the Cowboys. Caleb Williams. Best game of the season came against the Cowboys. Bo Nix been struggling a little bit. Best game of the season came against the Cowboys. So I'm not surprised by that. Dak Prescott cannot, simply put, against good teams, Dak Prescott cannot turn the ball over. If you turn the ball over, you're not going to win because your defense doesn't need to be on the field more than what they already have to be on the field. You cannot turn the ball over. So for me, the Broncos seized a weaker opponent and they took advantage of it. Congratulations to the Broncos for improving their record to 6-2, dropping the Cowboys to 3-4-1.
Yeah, the Broncos just was better team, man, watching that game. Like the Cowboys ain't had no answers. Even the offense ain't look good yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Sunday. They couldn't get the ball to Ferguson. Like he had no targets, no catches. So it was like, yeah, they got stifled from start to finish. But that's what happens when you don't spend any money on the defensive side of the ball, and they don't really have a running game either. So they kind of one-dimensional. So once you really they already one-dimensional going the game, but once they get down, like you really both constrict them, it's over. Like it's you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna win too many games. So, but shout out to Broncos, man. Huge win at home after the comeback, 31 point comeback in the fourth quarter. You come back at home and then handle business. So good win for the Broncos.
Yeah, good win for the Broncos. They found a way to win. Well, I disagree with you a little bit. I do think the Cowboys got a solid run game. I like Javonte Williams. I think you can make a case other than George Pickens. He's been, obviously CD Lamb, Dak. He's been there. He's been their 5 best offensive players, Ferguson, the 2 wide receivers, and the quarterback. But like you said, when you get down and you turn the ball over, now we know you. Now we sit back because we know you have to throw the ball. You're not going to run to catch up with us. So, like I said, the Cowboys, when they play good teams, they cannot turn the ball over. Dak turned the ball over, and I'm not blaming it on that, but if you turn the ball over with this bad defense, you're not going to win. So, like you said, the Denver Broncos handled business and improved their record to 6-2. So, shout out to the Broncos on getting that 6th win and again dropping the Cowboys to 3-4-1. Last game we're going to recap: the Green Bay Packers went to Pittsburgh and defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 35-25. Jordan Love 29-37, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Wilson 11 carries, 61 yards. Josh Jacobs, 13 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Tucker Kraft, 7 carries, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, Aaron Rodgers, 24-36, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Warren, 13 carries, 62 yards. Roman Wilson, 4 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. DK Metcalf, 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Your thoughts on the Green Bay Packers improving their record to 5-1-1 and dropping the Steelers to 4-3?
So I never thought I would see the day where the Steelers defense stink and the Ravens defense stink. Like, I never thought I would see the day that both of them defenses is terrible. Like Steelers defense is one of the most highest paid terrible units in all of football. Like, they barely get any pressure. Everybody wide open. Like, Tyler Kraft, I closed my eyes. I thought it was Gronkowski or somebody. Like, he was just killing. Like, every play he was killing. Like, I just don't understand, like, what they doing defensively, offensively. I told you Arthur Smith was trash when they had Kenny Pickett, but y'all tried to tell me it was Pickett. But Rodgers looked the same to me. Rodgers ain't doing nothing special over there. DK don't get the ball, the best player on the team. He don't get enough targets. Like, Steelers, I don't know. Like, I feel like they don't want to win the division. Because if you wanted to win the division, we would have whooped on the Bengals. Joe Flacco ain't beating me. Ain't no way that would have went down. We would have went up 3 games in the division. You know what I'm saying? We would have went 3 games up in the division. Now y'all fighting for the division. Probably won't win it. I hope y'all do, because that other team I don't really like, because the fans are crazy. I don't even want to talk about them.
What's the other team? What's the other team?
The team that just beat the Bears. Now they back. They told me they back after they beat the Bears. Like, y'all probably will. Ravens fans, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all probably do go on a little run. Y'all playing some teams with 1-5, 1-6. Y'all should win them games. Once y'all play some good teams and win, then y'all can say y'all going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all back. Like, I just don't get the delusion with them. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, they talking trash to other fan base. Like, I just don't get it. But off of them, the Steelers, that was a terrible performance to me. Like, that was terrible from both sides of the football. Like, I don't get it. Like, Tomlin, what's up, bro? Like, I'm a fan, but like, I don't know. Like, at this point, I need y'all might need to lose to get some draft picks, because I don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah, the Steelers never draft high, so it might be an option. I look at that like how I look at the Celtics in the NBA. They don't have Jason Tatum, so you should take advantage of a down year. The Steelers are not going to look at it like that, because the NFL is different than the NBA.
Yeah, sure.
But no, I get you on that. If I call Tyler Kraft, if I call that's his name, I'm sorry, Tucker Kraft. That's the tight end for the Green Bay Packers. I want to make sure I'm saying his name correct. Great game, Tucker. You balled out. For me, with the Steelers, I won't touch on the Ravens defense. I will touch on the Steelers defense. I think the Steelers defense is the most overrated unit in the league. And you saw that week 1 when they played the Jets, and then up until now. So I picked the Steelers because I thought the defense would rise up, play good at home, I call this win 1 for the Gipper, play good for Aaron Rodgers. You know, Aaron Rodgers ain't been no headache with the Steelers. Let me just put it like this. I thought the problem with the Steelers would be their offense. I know you trashed Arthur Smith. I don't think he's the best coordinator, but I don't think their offensive line is the greatest either. So it could be a combination of the offensive coordinator and the offensive line, in my opinion. So I'll meet you halfway with that. But I thought Aaron was going to be, a little bit of a problem. He has not been a problem. He's come in, do his job. The problem has been the defense. The defense can't get a stop. Against Cincinnati, couldn't get a stop, and against Green Bay, couldn't get a stop. So, man, listen, Steelers, they in trouble, because they're in first place now, and I'll say this team name. The Ravens coming. They coming to win this division, because the Steelers going to give Rapping and hand it to them. The Bengals had one of the worst losses ever on Sunday when they lost to the Jets. The Bengals really should be right there behind the Steelers. The Steelers, I think 5-3. The Bengals should be 4-4. They lost a tough one at home against the Jets. So, for me, I think AFC North is definitely open. I will say this. We talk about the Steelers as being in first place, and we talk about the Ravens. I know I just said they had a tough home loss. I'm not counting out the Bengals, because I seen the Bengals beat the Steelers. And it wouldn't shock me if the Bengals beat the Ravens one time. It wouldn't shock me. Do I think that probably will happen? Probably not, because the Ravens know Flacco tendencies well. But Flacco ain't played the Ravens with this type of weaponry, with T. Higgins, Jamar Chase.
I was about to say, yeah, they know Flacco, but they don't know how to stop them 2 receivers, though. They
stop them 2 receivers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And Flacco can definitely get them the ball. You know that. I know that. So it's not like again, I picked the Ravens, but I don't want to sound like I'm more on Tim's side, because I ain't necessarily about being side, but I do fall in line kind of with you, was the fact that the Ravens won the game. I'm not necessarily saying they're not bad. But I don't think this is just a two-man division race. Like the Bengals have obviously shown they can beat the best team, and they play the Steelers again. I think next week or the week after in Pittsburgh. They win that game. Now they 2-0 against the Steelers. You found me? So that Steelers defense is overrated, man. They got to come to play. That Steelers offense is, I don't want to say they're doing everything they can, but they're doing as much as they can with what they got. That defense, Jalen Ramsey, Cameron Hayward, T.J. Watt, Darius Slay, Joey Porter Jr., Patrick Queen, they're not living up to expectations. They are not living up to that Steelers pride, that Steelers defense that we have known our whole life watching football. So they need to improve that. Congratulations to the Packers on improving that record to 5-1-1. Again, the Steelers dropped to 4-3. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. The best segment in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, every week during the football season, Let's Talk About will be our takeaways / observations. As always, my brother, Tim, start us off. Your week 8 observations / takeaways.
Man, my first one, man. The refs was terrible this week, man. I don't know what was going on in the air, man. I'm watching the Eagles-Giants game. A lot of missed calls both ways. Like, I ain't one of them biased people. They was just a lot of missed calls both ways. I ain't like to officiate in that game. I'm watching the Pittsburgh game. Shorty clearly all sides in the neutral zone. Rodgers do his patting and height. They don't call that. Like, he clearly, like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of bad officiating. Y'all gotta tighten that up because it's especially with them gambling rumors going on right now. Everything getting a little speculated everywhere now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta tighten up with the referees, man, because that was all across the board. It was bad.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask you one question? Even in a different sport, we still gotta tighten up.
Because there's professional sports. So you know that we're gonna lump everything in the same category. You know how that go. That's just what we gonna think. Oh, they cheating. You know what I'm saying? They cheating with it. You know how that go. Second, man, y'all gonna have to catch this. Miles ahead of the competition. Myles Garrett had a game, boy, 5 sacks. Although it be a losing effort, man, he balled out. I don't know why he signed that extension. Some people just, I don't know, money. I'd have taken less money to play with a contender personally, but hey, shout out Myles Garrett, man. 5-sack game. You don't get too many. Some people don't have 5-sack seasons, let alone 5-sack game. So shout out Myles Garrett. Man, I shout out that one team last time when they got a win. So I got to shout out the Jets and Aaron Glenn, man. They finally get ground. They finally off the ground, get their first win, man. Shout out to the Jets, man. They shocked everybody. They beat Cincinnati. I don't know how they beat Cincinnati. I don't know how they won, but shout out to the Jets, man.
Man, some great takeaways. You took to them, huh? So they were great. They were extremely great. Myles Garrett, and I was going to say congratulations to the Jets. So bro, as always, you give great takeaways, man. Great job, as always, brother. I'll come up with different ones on the fly. So I'll start us off. My first takeaway for this week. Shout out to Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa, you've been taking a lot of heat, son. I'm sorry. Son, sir. Tua, you've been taking a lot of heat. Tua balled out Sunday, Tim. 20 of 26, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns. Went down there to Atlanta and left Atlanta with a hot dub and left them with a cold L. That loss by Atlanta. Y'all listen, I don't want power on Atlanta, but I told y'all what it was with them. The Falcons will always Falcon. But this ain't about them. Shout out to my man Tua. Heart, determination, persistence. Like everything in the world was going against you. In part because of you and your plan and what you say at the media. But you owned up. You balled out. Big game on Thursday night at home against the Ravens. If the Dolphins can find a way to win that to get to 3-6, we might have to start looking at the Dolphins a little bit differently. That dumpster fire that JG talked about might not be a dumpster fire just yet. It's burning a little bit. We got a little fire hose. We're putting out the fires as much as we can. Miami can mess around, save their season. I'm not saying they're going to the playoffs. They can save their season if they find a way to get a win on Thursday night. My second takeaway. Tim, you're going to love this one. Yeah, the Vikings should have signed Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold. Yeah, they should have. They should have signed one of them. Listen, I'm not out on JJ McCarthy because I haven't seen him play. I know Tim thinks differently. I know you never liked him in college, so I get that. I still have hope for him in the NFL. But Carson Wentz ain't it. I can tell you that now. He is not it. He should listen. Go ahead.
Quick rebuttal. You know, he just got bits because his shoulder, left shoulder. We seen it was bothering. So I'm gonna be a little soft on it. He was injured. He was playing injured. A little bit, just a little bit. His left shoulder, we could see it was bothering. Like he was getting hit, and you see him grab that left shoulder. Like, boy, I don't even know what I'm playing.
Kurt Herbstreit called the game talking about he need to toughen up. I'm like, Kurt, why don't we go out there and rip your damn arm out the socket and see if you toughen up, bro? You in the booth. You in the booth like you're not playing. And I'm Kurt Herbstreit. I love you. Great job on College Game Day. Great job calling college football. Great job what you do at Amazon and NFL. But, bro, I'm never going to tell no NFL player, yeah, man up. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, bro. If you hurt, I trust and believe that you hurt. And the way Carson Wentz was seen on the field, he was hurt. So I'll give him a pass for that game. But, bro, Carson was bad before this game. He was bad against the Eagles. He was bad against the Steelers. He's been basically bad the whole time.
You are bad versus Steelers.
He was okay. He was okay. He was okay.
Yeah, he was bad versus.
He was okay. Yeah. Okay. But I'm saying for a backup quarterback, I expect more from a backup quarterback, especially a backup quarterback that has played. Carson Wentz ain't, he's played in the NFL. He played last season. So the Vikings, man, they messed up. They let your boy Sam Darnold go. But look at what Daniel Jones do. You do know they had Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold on the Vikings last year. They had both of them, and they let both walk out the door. So yeah, that as of right now, it's not looking like a good decision. And my last takeaway, I was trying to be a little different than you, so I will change up a little bit. When you talk about defense and you talk about the best defensive player of the year, the best defensive player is Myles Garrett. Case closed, end of discussion. The man was double teamed against the Patriots. 5 sacks. He had more sacks than Drake May had yards per attempt. He had 5 sacks. Drake May yards per attempt was like 4.6, 4.7. Ladies and gentlemen, like Tim said, Myles Garrett, I get it, bro. We all about the money. I get that. No, you wasting your time. You wasting your time. You wasting your talent because the Cleveland Browns ain't never gonna get it right. If there's one fan that knows the Cleveland Browns ain't gonna get it right, it's me. The quarterback that was drafted number 1, Myles Garrett, that was supposed to come save the franchise. Yeah, he's now in a new location. He done been to about 3 or 4 locations since he left Cleveland. I'm trying to think of another guy that went to Cleveland that left Cleveland and played better. I'm sure it'll come back to me. But my point is that Myles Garrett is wasting his time, man. Myles Garrett is the best defensive player in the league. And I don't even think it's close. You can have Michael Parsons. You can have all of them. They're not Myles Garrett. They just simply not. You imagine Myles Garrett on a championship contending team? He fights his ass off for the Browns. What the hell you think he's going to do for a team that he feel like he can win a championship with? Come on now. Myles Garrett, me and Tim, we both salute you, brother. 5 sacks in the game. Impressive, impossible, incredible. He just was amazing. He just was. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Highly Opinionated. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is sponsored by Wolves of War. In some of the episodes, you can see my co-host and Ross wearing a brand called Wolves of War. Wolves of War is our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so thankful to have those guys sponsoring Highly Opinionated. Thank you very much. The actual meaning of Wolves of War is that it represents having a strong path behind you through the battles of life. With the right people behind you, you can get through anything. You guys see the link for Wolves of War? Make sure you guys click on the link, shop, great apparels, t-shirts, sweatsuits, whatever you want, they have. Once again, Wolves of War. Make sure you guys go shop. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Highly Opinionated. Ladies and gentlemen, best sports time of the year. We got the NBA is back. NFL, college football, college basketball will be returning next week, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Tim are definitely looking forward to that. And then now we have the World Series to end the baseball season. The Los Angeles Dodgers are up 2-1 after a thrilling. I'm checking my fake watch, y'all. The game just ended. After a thrilling 18-inning win against the Toronto Blue Jays, the Dodgers won Game 3 6-5. LA Dodgers are up 2-1. Game 4 is Tuesday night at 8:00 on Fox. Game 5 is Wednesday night, 8:00 on Fox. Game 6 will be Friday, 8:00 on Fox. And Game 7, if necessary. Game 6 and Game 7, if necessary, Friday night and Saturday night on Fox. Tim, we both picked the Dodgers to win the World Series. Have you seen anything in the first 3 games that has changed your mind?
Not really, man. I like that the Toronto making it interesting, though. Like, these ain't boring games. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious. Like, they take this one tonight, or, you know what I'm saying? It's a series. It ain't no sweep or nothing like that. Like I think at least go 6. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a good series so far.
Yes, it has. Again, that thrilling game 3. I watched that. That game they ended at 2:00 in the morning on a work night. Shout out to the people in California, because you guys ended like 11:00 over there. You guys got a nice gain of sleep, nice night of sleep and all that. Meanwhile, us on the East Coast, we had to suffer and try to stay up and navigate through that. I agree with you. I think it's been a great World Series so far. We both like the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers will win this in 5. They don't want to go back to Toronto. I will say, game 4 Tuesday night, Toronto has to win that. If they don't win that game, the series over Wednesday night. So, especially after that 18 grueling inning game, the mental fatigue I had on the team, forget the physical fatigue, but the mental fatigue I had on the team, big one for Toronto, because LA still has the game 5 in their home building, so they can find a way to win going back to Toronto 3-2. So, and they won game 2 in Toronto already. So, great World Series. We are looking forward to game 4 Tuesday night, 8:00 Eastern on Fox. Tim, it's time for our Week 9 NFL preview. We're going to start off with a team that most people did not think would be first in the AFC, and that would be the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts traveled to Pittsburgh to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Indianapolis Colts are favored by 3.5. The over-under is 50.5. The Indianapolis Colts 7-1, led by Daniel Jones. The Pittsburgh Steelers 4-3, led by the great Aaron Rodgers. Tim, who wins Sunday, the Colts or the Steelers?
I think the Colts win big, man. I think this might get ugly, man. Unless the Steelers, I don't know what to like defensively. Like they gotta change scheme, they gotta change something. Because if not, it's gonna be bad. Because they let Love just throw for 20 straight completions. Jones gonna do about the same thing, and they got a running game. So like I just it's not looking good for the Steelers, man. Yeah, I got the Colts, man. I got the Colts.
I got the Colts too. And after this game, we'll be hearing this 3-letter chant for Jonathan Taylor, MVP. He should be the MVP front runner. I know y'all want to give the award to a quarterback. I know, I get it. You like Patrick Mahomes, you like Josh Allen, you like Drake May. The best player in the NFL, in my opinion, this season, I was on it a couple weeks ago, has been Jonathan Taylor. And I think Jonathan Taylor along with Daniel Jones and that feisty Colts defense. I want to give a shout out to Lou Anarumo, the defensive coordinator for the Colts. He was the defensive coordinator for the Bengals. That was the best non-head coach signing during the offseason. The Colts signed Lou Anarumo from the Bengals to the Colts. Has improved their defense tremendously. You got that on the defensive side. You got good play on the offensive side, led by Shane Steichen, the quarterback, Daniel Jones, and Jonathan Taylor. The Steelers can't stop the run, can't stop the pass. That's not a recipe for success when you're playing Jonathan Taylor. Give me the Colts. I like the Colts to go in Pittsburgh and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. The next game that we're going to preview is the 6-2 Denver Broncos. They travel to Houston to take on the 3-4 Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are favored by 1.5. The over-under is 39.5. I'll start us off. The Denver Broncos are 6-2. They will leave Houston 6-3. I think the Houston Texans are immersion. Now I get they didn't have their best weapons last week. They still found a way to beat the gritty San Francisco 49ers team at home. And I think that win propels the Texans to try to get their season back on the right track. Give me CJ Stroud. Give me the Houston Texans to beat the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, there's two good defense, very good defenses in this game, man. I think Nick struggles a little bit moving the ball versus them. I agree with the CJ Stroud and them. I think they going to start putting some wins together. I like the Texans as well. Give me the Texans.
We both like the Texans to get their 4th win and get to 4-4 in the season and drop the Denver Broncos to 6-2. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the NFL season without saying Patrick Mahomes travel to Buffalo to take on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills? The Kansas City Chiefs 5-3 travel to Buffalo to take on the 5-2 Buffalo Bills. This game is Sunday at 4:25. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 4:00 games. 2 4:00 games. The Jaguars and Raiders, Saints and Rams are on Fox. The whole world will get to see Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. This game is called by the great Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson on the call. Tim, who gets their 6th win? The Kansas City Chiefs or the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, man, I think the Chiefs watching them, they still flawed to me. Like I watched them last night versus Washington. Washington just Washington couldn't get out their own way, but like they still like they not explosive enough to me. Like I'm watching them, they like cool. Like I don't think this is one of them Chiefs teams. So I like the Bills, man. I think the Bills win this game. I think they, like I said in the last segment talking about them, I think they on that. They make they run right now. It's going started with Carolina. They're gonna beat the Chiefs, and they just gonna keep it selling from here. This is the run. The defense going to keep getting better and better because the defense normally started off slow. Started off slow last year when Henry ran for that 350 or whatever he ran. They started off slow, then they Milano, and then all of them start to come back, and then they play defense. So give me the Bills, man. I think the Bills beat the Chiefs.
You are taking the Bills at home to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are favored by 1.5. The over-under is 51.5. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the team that I think is playing besides the Colts. I think the Chiefs, you can make a case for the Chiefs and the Patriots as playing the second best in the AFC, but I think the Chiefs are playing the second best in the AFC right there with the Patriots. I like the Chiefs. As I said early in the show, Buffalo needs to make a trade. And if they win this game, that would probably stop them from making a trade because they beat the Chiefs. I mean, they do that so they can beat them again in the playoffs. We both know that's not how this works. I think the best thing, I'm going to repeat this, the best thing for the Bills is to lose this game. So that forces you to make a trade. So for me to go
around, have a running game though, so I don't feel like it's going to be that much.
Well, I mean, you got Pacheco, and
yeah, I'm saying like they cool, but it ain't going like I don't think it's going to be nothing where as though like so like for me like yeah they do need like you said they do need something on defensively like to stop the run. But it's like if you're looking at the teams who they probably would play right now. Right, as long as Baltimore don't get in, they all right. Like nobody else.
No, they still got the
Colts, but I don't trust. I ain't gonna lie. I don't trust Jones in the like. I ain't sold on Jones in playoff moments. Like he good now. Like which I thought he'd be because you know what I'm saying. They in the South, but I ain't banking on Jones to go in beating the Bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think the Bills. They're just you know what I'm saying. Like they're play to make him throw that. You know what I'm saying? So like. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel that point though. I would definitely try to get somebody in the right, but I feel like they might not need it because I don't think they gotta see nobody.
Bro, they gonna need it. They gonna need it because you can't just look at the AFC. You gotta look at the NFC.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're gonna beat the NFC team anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like,
but I'm saying I'm just looking at the teams that run the ball in the NFC. You got the Lions who can run the ball with two backs. Yeah. You got the Eagles that you can make a case they got the best running back in the conference. You got who else am I missing? You got Seattle that can run the ball. You got my Buccaneers when they get Bucky Irvin back. You can run the ball with Bucky Irvin and Rashard White. So you got teams that you might have to pick the Packers. I shouldn't forget about them. They number one seed in the conference. They have Josh Jacobs. So yeah, it's cool that you can get through the AFC, but Buffalo not trying to just get through the AFC. They're trying to win the whole thing. I'm telling you, man. This sounds dumb to say you need to lose a game to make a trade, but they need to lose this game to have a sense of urgency because they cannot come out of the trade deadline with nothing. They need to get somebody to improve that defensive line. Somebody. And your point about Pacheco and Hunt, they're not the best running backs. But watch on Sunday. I think they're going to have good games. Whereas though Buffalo going to know, like, yeah, we're going to have to get something to stop the run because these guys running them. So I like the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the shout out to Steve Spagnuolo, one of the best big game defensive coordinator I've ever seen. When it's a big game, you know he's going to come to play. He did that with the Giants against Brady. He's doing it with the Chiefs now. So I think the Chiefs go to Buffalo and get a much needed win. I think the Chiefs will leave out of Buffalo 6-3 and drop the Bills to 6-3. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great week 9 NFL action. As you see on the screen, our notable games for this week in the NFL. Only 2. The Atlanta Falcons travel to New England, take on the New England Patriots Sunday at 1 o'clock. And your Seattle Seahawks, Tim, they travel to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders Sunday at 8:20 on NBC. We don't know if Jaden Daniels will be the quarterback or not. Tim, out of the Falcons, Pats, Seattle, Washington, what game catches your attention?
Atlanta, man, because I'm just wondering what happened. Like I'm still trying to figure out what happened versus Miami. Like it just don't make sense to me. Like I just don't get it. So I definitely want to see how Raheem Morris and them they respond. Hopefully Penix playing because I think Cousins lost his trade value, all that in one game. Like I don't even think they don't even want to trade for Cousins. Like he don't even got much value no more. So
Yeah,
Atlanta, that's my Atlanta game.
You can't trade for Kenfo Kirk now because they're gonna trade a ham and cheese sandwich for you.
Yeah, they
can trade that in the NFL. So for me, the game I'm looking at Seattle and Washington. Now I'm looking at this more Seattle. Seattle's coming off a bye week this week. So see how they play, see how they travel going from east to west. We're going from West Coast to East Coast. I don't know about the Commanders because Jaden Daniels is not playing now. If you guys are watching the show, I told y'all that I didn't think the Commanders were going to be good. And y'all going to mention Jaden Daniels. Newsflash, they weren't good when they had him. But I digress. I don't want to let facts get in the way of feelings, y'all. They weren't good when they had him. They had a losing record with him.
He missed 3-4 games, though. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, they was 1-2 when they had him.
Okay, 1-2? Come on, bro. 1-2, that's not crazy. Like, that's only...
I get it.
That ain't like 1-2.
I'm not disrespecting him. I just didn't buy into the team. Last year, again, like I said, a lot of things go their way. I already talked about that. So this year, they're not playing, tomato can, a good team, tomato can. You're not doing it. Now you're playing good teams, solid to good teams. So I'm not surprised that the Commanders, kind of taking a step back. I would love for Jaden Daniels to play so we can get a full glimpse of who they are. But I'm looking at this game for Seattle. See, will the real Seattle Seahawks stand up? They've already traveled from the West Coast to the East Coast early in the season, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see if they can do it again. Travel to DC and beat the Washington Commanders. Should be a great week 9 of the NFL. This week, ladies and gentlemen, start off Thursday night with the Baltimore Ravens at the Miami Dolphins. Ends Monday night with the Arizona Cardinals coming off a bye week, going to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Monday night, 8:15 on ESPN ABC. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for watching the best sports show out, Highly Opinionated. For the best producer, the best editor, the best guy here on the show, Ross. For the best co-host, the best man, Randallstown Rec legend himself, Tim. I'm merely Josh. Enjoy the football, basketball, baseball, hockey this week, and we will see you next week for episode 57. We out.
Appreciate y'all.